Hey folks, On Target Training up here in New Hampshire. Had a subscriber recently asked what I thought of the Apex trigger for the M&P Compact. And candidly, triggers are really subjective, and Apex makes fabulous things. For me on this gun, I have not found it to be a big improvement. So you've got a totally different set on the trigger, and what you'll see is the trigger breaks a little farther forward, and then there's not much over travel. If we look on my full-size M&P 5-inch, the traditional Smith trigger, some people don't like the hinge trigger. We've got a longer distance, but for me, a much more distinctive break, and also a tactile and audible reset, so I can really feel the reset. Now, one of the things I would say is people would say, well, yeah, but that's the gun you know. Well, exactly. And so because I know that this gun so well, and I've shot so many thousands of rounds through it, shooting a different trigger, nothing wrong with it. But I don't get the reset as distinct. It's just, I can't feel it. And some people say it doesn't matter. Fair enough, right? Whatever works. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you my opinion. And for me, I would not, this is just me, for me, I would not invest in the Apex trigger if you're used to running the traditional Smith trigger. What I would suggest is you take it to someone like my friend, BG Gunworks, and have them do their simple magic. It's not very expensive. Someone else does all the work, and you get a really, really good trigger that works extremely well, that's smooth, consistent with that nice tactile and audible reset, which from a training standpoint, I think really helps. So I'm going to do some recording of the triggers in action right on the gun. I'm going to shoot one-handed and give you guys a chance to see both guns. Granted, the guns are different. It's not an apples-to-apples comparison because we have the Compact and we also have then the 5-inch M&P. So different guns, slightly different frames, longer barrel. But what I want you guys to watch is just the trigger and the way it works. It might work great for you. The Apex trigger, I know many guys who run them and they love them. And the Apex company produces awesome stuff. Just giving you my opinion on it. And in this case, I don't think well, I know for a fact I'm going to remove it and put the regular trigger back in. So let's do some of that shooting and give you guys a chance to see that right now. All right, guys, so I'm going to shoot one-handed, and you'll be able to see where the gun fires as I'm bringing the trigger back here. Now, reset, I can't feel it. I really can't feel it. It's somewhere in here. It's just too squishy. So again, let's see if we can get even closer here with our camera. All the way off, I want you to see this. Gauge the distance from here to the wall is relatively short. But there's no reset whatsoever. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with the 5-inch. Again, this is the regular trigger, but it has had work by BG Gunworks. So, longer take up, wall, break, reset. Again, more take-up distance, but then so more squish, but I'm used to it and I like it. I know right where the wall is going to be, where the trigger is going to break. Reset. For me, I don't feel the Apex trigger in the M&P Compact is a game changer. I personally am going to put the original parts back in because I think that's a better deal, and then I'll have my friend and gunsmith, BG Gunworks, do their trigger magic that they do for all my guns. So thanks so much to the subscriber who asked to share our thoughts and opinions on this. We really appreciate that. Finally, and as always, stay safe.